Hi everybody, hello. I am Coach K. I teach women how to lose weight by faith. And I'm coming to you from Medellín, Colombia in South America, where I recently relocated with my family. And we did some grocery shopping today, and I want to show you what we got. But first, I want to introduce you to my lovely assistant today.
Hello, I'm Haley. I've been living here for a little bit, and I thought I would accompany her to the market and kind of help out with translating and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm here making smoothies now.
Yeah, right. And Haley was so good at the market. Let's get our smoothie going, and then we'll talk about that in a second. But I wouldn't have been able to do it today without you. I think I can fumble through with Brian, so our driver. He's spectacular. I don't really know what else to say about him, but
he's just good at showing us around.
Oh yeah, he was really phenomenal. But he speaks a little English and I speak a little Spanish. So
that was the middle ground.
Yeah, she was a bridge. She was a bridge. All right, so we're gonna start with our smoothie for today.
All right.
And this is Haley's request. Okay, make sure this smoothie's not blocking anything. It'll be okay. All right, this is very simple. Most of you have these ingredients in your kitchen already, all right? We're gonna start by putting in some bananas. We're gonna make basically a apple banana smoothie with peanut butter. And I'm gonna give you the baby bananas. Right. Little babies. So show them these little bananas.
So here in Colombia, we kind of have 3 different sizes of bananas, which is these tiny ones, we have normal ones, and then we have huge ones. I'm not sure why the variety, but
not sure why. Yeah, I think
you can find them anywhere.
My sense is from the market that they built their food culture around what was naturally available to them.
Exactly.
Because there are some things that are imported from places, but there's also the bulk of what we saw today was it's what grows here.
With stuff like this that you don't find in the States ever.
Yes. Okay, let's get that one peeled. So this is going to come together pretty quickly, and hopefully it'll blend without too much noise. And so we'll move on to our grocery tour. Let's get down with that. Okay, one quick tip, y'all. When you're in the kitchen, use the bags that you have to keep your trash in. And then that way you don't have to keep walking all around the kitchen. And then you can throw that away when you're done with everything. All right, so all of our scraps will go in that same bag. So now we got our bananas in there. You could do 2 bananas. Children will love this smoothie. Haley is not a child. She looks like a child.
I am almost a child.
She's really not a child. She's actually a short adult, right? So Haley, why don't you tell everybody where you lived before you came? How long have you been in Colombia?
We've been in Colombia since December, about a year. Before that, we were traveling. We've been to 19 countries in the past 4 years, and before that, we are from the States. We're from Arizona, so.
Wow, Arizona to Colombia.
We decided to pick up one day, and we left. We've been traveling since.
Just picked up, and did you sell your house and everything?
We were renting a house, but yeah, we sold all of our stuff. And,
wow.
Got one storage unit for just, memorabilia and stuff like that, but.
That sounds like us. Yeah. I'm gonna close this door over here because I think the smoothie comes together very, very fast. There's no excuses why you guys cannot make this. No excuses. We only make adjustments, no excuses. Apples and bananas are in there. Next I am adding dates. Okay? This bag of dates was $3.99 from Marshall's. I brought this from the U.S.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute, there's no Marshalls here.
But they had, that's a bit too many. Let me take 2 of those out. These are pitted deglet dates. My favorite is the Majul date. It's just sweeter and better, but this was easier to pack with.
I have never had dates.
They're delicious, but you can't taste them in here.
Yeah.
All dates do is make it sweet, and dates are like God's candy. I mean,
all right.
period.
I'm down to
If
try
you
them.
think of I only use natural sweeteners. So if you think of maple syrup or agave or honey, those are all still processed to some degree.
Yeah.
The smoothie that we're making here, with the exception of the almond milk, is 100% unprocessed. Now, if we wanted to go all the way, so with the almond milk, I say we're at like 97. But if we want to go all the way to 100, you would use hemp seeds instead.
You could make your own almond milk.
You could make your own almond milk. You're so good. We could do that one day. I have all the stuff.
I have
here
not
for
done
that.
and I would like to do it because we might be going to countries next where there's no
Okay.
milk alternatives.
So we'll do that next. Because I have the bag right here. By the way, everybody, so you guys can see it.
I didn't even know there was a bag involved.
Yes, this is a nut milk bag. Right.
I saw cashews at the store today.
Yeah, you
We
can
can
make
make
cashew
cashew
milk.
milk.
You could make any kind of milk with this. And with hemp seeds, you don't need to strain them. But with this, you can you blend together like 1 cup almonds, 3 cups water, and you literally just put this inside of a pitcher, and you pour that mixture in there and just squeeze it out the bottom, and it's done. At that point, you could then.
Where'd you get this?
Oh, I got this on Amazon. I don't know.
My dad's going to the States soon.
Okay, yeah, you can get one.
We'll have homemade
Yeah,
almond
that's
milk soon.
a 2-pack, but that's it. Once you blend it, and now when you're squeezing it from the bottom, you just want to go slow because it'll make a mess and squirt out and go everywhere. But people think it's so complicated, and it's not. The only reason why I haven't done it here yet is because I haven't found a good source for almonds that are not crazy expensive. And I know the nuts can be very expensive here.
And you won't find it.
Well, I didn't check. I should have checked the prices when we were at the Margarista today.
They might have been cheaper.
But it just depends too on how much you consume. When I was in the States, I used to buy them online direct from a farm. So I would pay $60 for 5 big. I don't know. It was like $5 a pound for this big box of almonds, and then I would just make my own milk every week. So very, very possible. Very possible. So we got our dates in here. We got our apple and banana in here. We are going to add our peanut butter, almost peanut butter jelly time, y'all. Okay, peanut butter smoothie time is right. I don't have a spoon, so I'm just going to use this knife. Be as liberal as you want. Okay, so that's about a tablespoon-ish.
Yeah.
You could add like a bit more. Okay.
I like to taste it in the smoothies usually.
Yeah, you're going to get a good flavor because the apples don't really taste like anything in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just getting that good nutrition, but doesn't really have much flavor. Huh?
A lot of sugar.
Yeah, it's adding a good. And this is a sweet smoothie. It's a very sweet smoothie. Oh, did you still want to add the chocolate, or do you feel like that wouldn't go in here? How are you feeling?
I've never had the smoothie before, so if you think the chocolate would be good in it,
Let's do this. Let's make it without.
And then
pour half a glass, and
right.
then we're going to add the chocolate in. That's a tip for you guys too.
Sounds perfect.
Don't ruin your whole smoothie with an ingredient that you're not sure about. Blend some, pour some out,
because that would make a bunch of dates that you brought cross continents, and like 2 apples and 3 bananas wasted.
No, we would drink it anyway.
That's true.
We just wouldn't be loving it. Wouldn't be like a great experience. Okay, what else? I think we just have our almond milk left. Cinnamon is also a great touch. Pinch of cinnamon. Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I actually have a surprise for you. Surprise we're going to add to this instead of just regular cocoa powder. All right, so I'm adding my almond milk in. I'm not measuring, guys, but I would say start with like a half cup.
Who measures in smoothies?
Well, you should. Some people just starting out, because when I first started making them, mine were always, the texture was always off. Too much water, or I would add liquid and it wouldn't be blending, so then I add a whole bunch more liquid and then it would be way too watery. Who's going to drink all this? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. So now I've learned to start small and then let it do some magic, and then see if you need more liquid. Even if you're following a recipe, the water content and the fruits you're using might be higher. It just could be any number of variables. Okay?
That's not too loud.
No, see, like that was just the right amount of milk. It didn't even look like that much. Okay. I'm gonna get our mystery ingredient out while that's blending. ice. Okay, that's okay.
Ooh.
Here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna do a taste test, and then we'll add our ice after that. Okay. You are so welcome. So Haley just copped a nut milk bag. You know what? Listen,
I basically just stole it, but
when you do what I do, and someone is excited about seeing a nut milk bag, you're like, just take it. It was $8 for the 2-pack, which means that was like $4. Your enthusiasm was worth $12. So she's so excited.
I've been looking around for like different types of milk just to experiment with stuff,
Yes.
but I haven't been able to find anything other than rice, almond, soy, and oat.
Okay.
We recently got oat.
Well, the bag is reusable, so after this I'll give you some tips on making it, but there's also tons of YouTube videos out there, okay? So you won't really need my help on that.
Also, pretty much my entire family is lactose intolerant, so I guarantee you we're going to use that very well.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to let you be a taster on this.
You don't have any ice in it.
No, I do. You know what? Let me add the ice now.
Spoon.
You know what?
Test it?
Let me add the ice now. No, because we're pouring it out so that we can add this in, not so that we can drink it all the way.
Okay.
No, I'm saying we're pouring it out so that we can test on just a small amount of what's in there. So let's go ahead and add the ice now.
Gotcha.
You want it to be chilled, guys, so I did forget this part. I personally have no interest in a warm smoothie. Okay? Some people do though. It's a thing. It's just not my thing. So we'll blend it up.
Thank God.
No, and the other thing is, if you are a chocolate nut, you can really make it almost like a milkshake, kind of like. Yeah. I don't think that's cool enough. Let's try it.
Did you just smell the cold?
I know, I did. But you can. It was cold though.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so
All right.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this chocolate powder here to the rest of this, and we're not gonna taste this yet. Okay. We're gonna add the chocolate powder into the rest of this, and if we like that, we're gonna dump it all back in the blender
Okay.
and add the chocolate to the whole.
This is so complicated.
Well, you know what?
I would have just thrown it in, honestly.
This is
great. This
because
is good.
you don't
I'm
want to
learning.
waste your ingredients,
I'm learning.
and you don't want to have to force yourself to drink something you don't like.
Exactly.
Smell that. Okay, so this is called Righteously Raw. I'm sure it's available online. I got it in Atlanta at the DeKalb Farmers Market, and it's the Ancient Aztec Cacao Spice Drink. So
I love Mexican chocolate.
Yes, it's got
Mexican
tons of
hot
superfoods in it.
It's so amazing.
This is what would make it. Raw cacao powder, coconut palm sugar, so it's already got some sweetener in it. Raw mesquite, raw ajipanca.
Ajipanca?
Yeah. Vanilla bean powder.
Oh, that might be ají.
Ají, yeah.
Ají is garlic in Spanish.
No, this can't be garlic powder. Because there's no garlic taste to it. She's
That's
like,
right.
now I'm concerned.
Oh,
There's a little cinnamon in here, a little allspice, and amarillo. Ají amarillo. One day I'm going to look all of those up. So I'm just dumping some of this in there, about a spoonful, and we're going to give this a quick whiz, taste it, see if we like it, and then we'll add it to everything else. We'll get another cup. You just want to make sure that it's fully incorporated. All right, Haley, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. The only reason why I even hesitated, and you guys, and didn't add it all at once is because I had the apples in there. Bananas will go with anything, but I just wasn't sure if the apples would throw off the flavor or not.
See, I've never tried it, but I don't taste the chocolate.
Really? You don't taste any chocolate in there?
Maybe a tiny bit.
Ooh.
Ooh, it burns your throat. All right, maybe not.
Because No, it's probably a little too much.
I say it's safer without it.
You think it's safer without it?
Yeah.
I don't taste it in here at all.
I don't taste it, but when I swallow it, I
A
feel
little bit of spice.
Ooh, I feel the spice in the back of my throat.
Oh my gosh. Let's do, look. I'm not hurting your baby, Alice, I promise. Let's just do regular
I'm
chocolate
fine,
powder.
I'm not dying.
Let's do regular.
Maybe regular chocolate powder.
Let's add a little bit of regular. Okay, this time we're just gonna go ahead and, I feel that. Little kick.
Yeah.
I'm not getting as much of a kick as you.
I don't taste it at all, but
It's the
right
spice
here.
of the other ingredients. But just tell yourself, these are superfoods. I'm healing my body. My body is
burning it.
My body is my body is loving this. All right, so we're dumping our first batch back in. And we're just gonna blend that all together, and I'm gonna add a little bit more ice. Okay.
Can I have some water,
Now I'm gonna
maybe?
get Haley some water.
A little bit of
I was
water.
just about to say that. She needs some water because her throat is on fire.
I don't know why it's affecting me more than you, but
I'm not feeling it at all. It'll be calmed down though when we put that.
it's like right at the front of my throat. Right here. It's weird.
This will work it out. That will work it out. Okay, we're gonna add a little more ice to this, you guys, because I feel like it's not really that as cold as it could be.
I love making smoothies, and then we have popsicle holders, or like popsicle makers. I like making smoothies and putting in the popsicles.
See, so this would be like a chocolate one. Chocolate popsicles.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this blended. It's gonna be nice and chocolatey.
Yeah, the normal chocolate might be a little better. Hi, Mom.
Okay. All right. This one's yours.
Yeah, now it's like
It looks more like a chocolate
now
milkshake.
it's cold.
You guys want some?
Oh yeah, it's chocolatey now, but without the burn. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. That is super good. It's colder now.
It needs like frosty.
Uh-huh.
Almost like a frosty. Zion, here you go.
Have you ever had a Frosty with fries? Like
No.
dip
Oh
a
no.
fry
I
in
think
a
I heard
frosting?
something atrocious
Super good.
like that.
I thought you wanted to get something.
I can't do it. I think Frosties and fries should stay separate from each other.
Blasphemy.
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
Oh god.
Did you drink it too fast?
Already.
You got a brain freeze?
A little bit.
All right, we're going on to our grocery haul. But
right.
it's tasty. Did I do okay? Did I recover? Now you see how we recovered it. You start off and it's not great, but then you just tweak it.
I like how I was advocating for just throwing it in there and making it all
spicy.
throat burny.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to. That would have been a struggle. That would have been a real struggle.
I don't have a brain freeze.
Okay, so now we're going to show you guys what we got from the market. Let's show you what we got. We're going to show you what we're working with here.
Aren't you gonna have some? Oh, you are. Okay, cool.
I'm going to sip my smoothie throughout. It tastes like, yeah, like chocolate milk frosty.
I like the chocolate banana peanut butter combo.
The apples, you need them for volume, and they help create water.
Yeah.
And then they're high in fiber, but they're not bringing flavor, which it can be good. Why do you keep
I
drinking
don't
it
know.
so fast?
'Cause it's good.
It must be tasty. Yay! I love it when they like it. Okay. All right. So we went to a market today called Mayorista.
La mayorista.
La Mayorista. Did I say that right?
Yes.
La Mayorista. Someone heard me pronounce that right. And I really kind of did it on purpose. I only took with me 100,000 pesos, which was the equivalent of about 35 US dollars.
33, yeah.
33, okay. See, this is why she's here, because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, she's been here a year, so I really wanted to see what could I get. And this is everything that we got, and I think we did
plus a bunch of potatoes over there.
Yeah, plus a bunch more potatoes. This is just a portion of them because they would have taken up too much space. It's probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 more potatoes over there, pretty big size. And we spent 85,000 pesos. Oh, that wasn't, I didn't buy that there.
No, you didn't? Sorry, my bad.
I haven't opened it yet.
There's too much fruit in your kitchen.
I know. I know there is because I saw fruit flies yesterday for the first time.
No.
I'm like, wow, fruit flies are global. They're everywhere. But it's because of those bananas. One of them was split open a little bit. And so the fruit flies were like, we're headed to the 6th floor, guys. But anyway, we just spent 85,000 pesos. Haley got a couple extra things, but about 85,000 pesos, which converted to
$26.
$26 for everything you see here. All right.
Yep.
This is why I wanted to come here, because my family eats a lot, and we're food obsessed. We need to be somewhere where we can afford to eat as much as we want, you know. And the Mayorista, I mean, they had meat and stuff too in certain sections. It's not
it's like a huge kind of commercial area, but it's like the area that restaurants and grocery stores go to get like food and
right.
milk,
It's like
so
restaurant
you're
supply.
you're buying directly from
the farmers, really,
yeah.
and the producers. They bring it there,
Yeah.
and that's where we bought it from.
There are different areas for like sweets. There's
Yep.
fruit. There's meat. There's spices. There's just kind
farm
of
to
all
table,
that.
big time.
Yeah.
And in the video, you'll see pictures mixed in from the market that I took while we were there. So that was great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the frijoles.
Frijoles. There you
This
go.
is why she's here. Frijoles. That's why when I order it out, they're like, what? Or when I've asked where it is.
They're not too used to foreigners here, so they
No. And then when you mispronounce something by even a little bit, they have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah they're not used to other people
speaking in any
English.
variation at all.
Yeah.
It's weird because when I find out the right pronunciation, I'm like, I was so close. How did you not know what I was
so
saying?
close.
All right, so I don't have the name for exactly all of these beans, but the first bag here, big old bag of kidney beans.
It's a kilo. Exactly.
It's a kilo, yeah, which I think is a little bit over a pound. These are the small red beans, and to cook these, you just soak them overnight, and then if you have a pressure cooker, that's ideal. You could cook them in some veggie broth or just water, just to get them initially soft, and then you could transfer into a soup with broth and
we
stuff.
have an Instapot that we put them in.
I need an Instapot.
I know. We just bought one, and Dad
From
is
the
gonna bring
States.
it back. Yeah.
Oh,
Dad's gonna bring it back. When
she's
he
got
comes back
everything.
from
I
the
feel like at
States.
some point you're just bragging here.
I mean, I kind of am. The Instapot is really great. but-
Yeah, I really want one. I'm gonna have to put that on my Christmas list. But I got the red beans. Then I was excited to get these, which are lighter in color. Now, I haven't noticed much difference in the taste of any of these, but I thought I would do a mixed bean stew over the weekend, so that's why I got them. Yeah, because I'm gonna do potatoes. I should have gotten some carrots, and at that point I was like,
They were very nice
funny.
carrots.
Yeah, but the carrots are cheap everywhere. Not gonna be as cheap as there, but they're not like expensive. So carrots, potatoes, and beans are basics in a soup. Onions, some celery. There's this bag, and then these. And I'm gonna look all of these up, and then flash. You'll see the underneath where I'm talking. You should see the name of the beans. Oops! And if you're not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, make sure you do like. Feel free to comment and subscribe. So there's this one, and then this bean, everyone will recognize.
Black beans.
Black beans. So
Are they pretty small for black beans?
These are
or-
kind of small, but I got them anyway because I have some black bean burger recipes that I already have that I kind of want to experiment with. And that's what I think is the versatility of the black bean. Although really any bean you can mash into a little cake. I like you, Haley. We're gonna have to cook more together. But you can once you learn the basic structure. So you can take a little bean, a little potato, and a little bit of like a rice or quinoa or something. You're looking to help it
like
form
this.
together. Yeah, the quinoa flakes could be used. And I mean, it is heavy starch, so you wouldn't want to have that then on your plate with another starch. You want to do that with a salad or another, like a pure form of protein or something like that, because by the time you add the potato and the rice, that's two starches combined. Yeah. Or you could do the quinoa and then you wouldn't be adding another starch because quinoa is not a starch. So there's the black beans. Cornets, we ready to give these a sample?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was like a zipper. So these are corn nuts. Everybody knows what these are, but I couldn't resist. I just wanted to see would they be any different. But Haley, you said somebody in your family is addicted.
My dad is obsessed with them. Every time we go on a road trip in the States, he would always get them and like have them in a little.
Has he been eating them here?
No, we haven't found them here. So I really should have gotten some. We're gonna go back though, right?
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they're good or not. Okay. This
Here's
is a
your
darn
answer.
good snack.
There's your answer. Okay.
Mmm. Oh my gosh.
It's like a different form of popcorn.
I could eat these all day. Is Haley gonna try some of the corn nuts? Mmm. Wow.
You want some?
Need some more?
No.
Hmm?
The last one.
No, there should be 3 bags.
I'm not say two.
Okay, we'll put that down. I don't know why you would do that. All right, so.
It's really salty. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Great salt, great crunch. I think these are better than the ones in the States, though.
Oh,
They're fresh.
yeah.
These are fresh. Okay. That was a commercial break. All right, so since we already showed you that, we'll show you the rest of our bag products. These are quinoa flakes. If you're in the U.S., you can order these online. They're probably on Amazon. I think you can definitely get them at Vitacost. These are a great add to a smoothie.
I've never tried them.
They don't taste like anything. The reason why they're a great add is because quinoa is a complete source of protein. So if you think of protein powders people like to put in their smoothies, if you do a little bit of this and a little bit of hemp seeds,
I have been looking for protein powder that doesn't have a lot of soy because my mom is super weird about not eating soy. So
this is it.
yeah. I did
It
get.
doesn't need to be protein powder.
Should I bring in my other quinoa? Like
What'd you get?
the red ones, the roasted.
So I highly recommend these. These would also be a great filler in a meatball or a patty. Any place where you would put breadcrumbs, you could put quinoa flakes. Oh, yum.
I got.
So Haley got some.
these. So I think it says expanded quinoa.
It's like puffed. It's puffed.
It looks like it would be a great cereal. Like
I don't want you to get your hopes up before you taste this. Don't just have low expectations, and I'll tell you, I'll give you some alternatives. There's never a reason to waste anything. We just have to learn how to use an ingredient the way it wants to be used, which doesn't always match the way we want to use it. Okay. All right, I thought you had it open.
There's a zipper here, but this isn't. Can you get the zipper somewhere?
You sure? Let me try it so we can see if we can save it.
No, I mean just cut off this blue thing, which is blocking you from.
I'm frustrated that you're so much smarter than I am. That's right, because the seal is down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be in the kitchen alone very much because
Well,
now
invite me
sometimes I
over.
go this way. I go from the bottom.
Wait a second.
You can't get it that way. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you taste first. It's probably not sweetened. It might not taste like anything.
Taste it. They're red for a reason.
These taste like Fruit Loops. I want to go back to them. I bet it got sugar in it though. No, it doesn't say.
Hold on. Rich in iron and calcium. Natural without conservatives.
Good for digestion.
Fiber.
Baby! This is good.
Fresa. Oh, it's their strawberry
Oh, they're
flavored. I didn't even
strawberry.
notice.
Strawberry flavored puffed quinoa. Do you remember how much this was?
Not a lot. I can say that. Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it wasn't a lot, but-
it was less than $1.
Oh my gosh.
It was probably $1.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and get some of these. I might be going back sooner.
Do you wanna like go tomorrow or something? Because I want to get some of these flakes and the corn nuts. So
I can't go tomorrow, but I want to go soon.
okay.
That's good.
I'm gonna pour my vote.
It tastes even better the more you keep eating
These
it.
would be good cereal. Really good.
I want something more creative though. I want to crust something with it. Okay, let's keep going before my phone dies.
Okay, that's
We
good.
have no charge
Me and my
left.
family make chicken fingers with like
Crusted with things?
we have cornflakes and we like crush them
Okay.
and we. But
I think they
this-
have a couple different flavors of that, so now we know
Yeah.
what it is, so we can get different things.
I get natural or like vanilla or something.
Yes.
Mom, we're making chicken fingers.
Wow, that was good. All right. Next up, Brazil Nuez Brasil.
Nuez Brasil.
Brasil.
Uh-huh.
Brazil nuts. This was 8,000 pesos. I remember that because I really wanted to know.
Which is about $3.
Yeah, just under $3. Because they can be pretty expensive in the States. And this is this a pound or?
This
No,
is-
250 grams.
Yeah.
It feels like a little less than half a pound, but these in the States could be like $12, $13 a pound, just so you know. Very expensive. I'll be using this to make some kind of cream sauce. I'm not really sure. I'm feeling inspired now with all this food. Whenever I get really good food,
That's why I wanted to go to the
start-
market because I was like, I want to cook, but I don't know what to cook, so I'm just gonna go there and
It,
figure it
is,
out.
it does inspire me. I don't know what I'm going to do, or if it's even going to happen today, but I'm excited to do it.
You could make milk out of that.
You can make, this makes really good milk actually. The only thing is, to me this nut is so precious, I like to enjoy it more. Well, as it should, okay? This is moringa.
Moringa? I don't actually know that word.
Yeah, but
I hope you know what that is, because.
Oh, I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is, I had some and I can't find it right now, but moringa, you guys can Google it. It's high in iron as well, tons of nutrients, not very delicious though, okay? So when I put
So
it
you
in my
kind of gotta
smoothies,
hide the flavor a little bit. Okay.
this would be good in a smoothie with pineapple in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, because then it's going to turn it green immediately, but it will mask the flavor more. So this was 6,500 pesos, you guys. That's a lot for $2. Moringa is very expensive. So I had no choice. I just had no choice. And then Miss Haley got the hibiscus flowers, which some people also call sorrel, Flor de Jamaica. Jamaica. And these are really good to make a tea out of. She's going to do this with ginger and lemon. She got this super concentrated ginger powder as well.
I think it's just ginger. It's not even. It's nothing else.
But remember not to add it to this in the powder form. I'm just saying because your drink might be powdery. If you use a ginger root, you can just strain the ginger root out with this.
Okay.
If you put the powder in there, it's still going to be at the bottom of your
Can I
glass.
make ginger milk?
You know what? It would be good in your as a good like anti-inflammatory drink.
Huh.
You could make a nut milk and simmer it with some of this, some cardamom if you had some of that, a little bit of turmeric, cardamom, turmeric, ginger. It's golden milk. Look up the recipe for golden milk. You'll find something like that. Wow. This is called mangosteen, and I'm not going to open this right now because I don't want to eat it yet. But you basically pop the top off and then break it open, and it's white. And
They're like little, like white, like kind of orange
pods.
slices, a little bit.
No, it looked white, but there was a seed in the middle. I thought it was seeds all the way through, but thank goodness it was just one seed, and the rest of it you could eat it. Because we tried some weird stuff today, y'all, but you'll see in the pictures.
We tried this like seed It's just a bunch of stuff around it.
It was a huge seed with a little bit of fruit around it.
And they called it a fruit. Like,
yeah, but you're gnawing just to get the fruit off of it, and then it made you like really thirsty.
Yeah, it like dried up your mouth.
Yeah, in a survival situation, I would say don't do it unless you have a lot of water. But anyway, the mangosteen is delicious. I loved it.
I haven't tried it actually.
You haven't tried it yet, but it was very good.
We'll go back.
We'll go back. Okay, so I just got 2 of these, but this pops open pretty easily. You want to try it now, or are you full?
I'm good. I'm
okay,
good.
Yeah.
I've had.
So I got 2 of those. These cost about 67 cents for both of these. It was actually less than 67 cents because I gave him $2 mil and he gave me some change back. So I was like, okay, because I didn't exactly understand how much he said I owed. Need to work on that. These are papayas, but they are not really papayas. They're in the papaya family.
Yeah. They have a slightly different name, which I don't quite remember, but basically the difference is these are super sweet compared to papayas.
Yeah, I don't like papayas, so I got these on purpose to try them and see.
Me neither.
Yeah. And that's the thing, sometimes you don't like something, but you either didn't have it prepared properly, or
it wasn't ripe enough.
It wasn't ripe enough, or there's another member of the same fruit family or vegetable family or whatever that you might prefer better. It's just like, when it comes to meat, some people don't like chicken breast, some people like the leg instead. They don't say, I hate chicken. Now, I hate chicken, but it's for different reasons. I want the chicken to live a long life. Okay, so then I got apples. You saw that already. Everybody knows what these are, but I just wanted you to see
these are Royal Gala?
Yeah, they're Gala, and they are imported from
Royal Gala.
Chile. I think these came from Chile, which is also, of course, in South America, but we put the other 2 in our smoothie. I just wanted you to see that we got 6 apples as well, included in this $23 purchase. Okay. Here's the other one we don't remember the name of, and I don't remember how our driver was telling us how to eat it. I think you're supposed to eat it like this. I don't think it's supposed to get any riper.
These ones are yellow. And look.
Wait, they said by weight. He said you can tell when they're ready because they're a little heavier.
Yeah.
So I'll find out the exact name for that and share it.
It's pretty light. Why did you get this one?
I don't know.
I chose them. I'm sorry.
No, we were both in that pot together. Oh, this one is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Does it get heavier the longer it sits on the counter? We will see. And you see our potatoes here already, guys. Potatoes are huge down here. Like, they eat potatoes with the rice.
But specifically these tiny little potatoes that they grow, Creole potatoes, I think they're called. Yeah.
They're yummy.
You can also find these, but they really love, that's part of a traditional food here.
I haven't seen them as this big in the stores. Not as often can you find them this big. And I got them like this.
But it's totally okay because those tiny potatoes are amazing. And
they're good.
They're easy to cook. Yeah. And then when you can just put them in your mouth. Rather than cutting them up.
Okay, so this is the only other one we can't remember the name of, but we do know that it's best to eat it unripe
with salt and
lime juice or lemon. Salt and lime juice.
That's a really big thing here.
It's a big
eating
thing.
Unripe fruit with lime juice and salt. I personally don't like it, but it's huge.
I like it.
You do?
But I like tart stuff.
Okay, yeah, I don't, so.
I like tart stuff, but I've noticed that it is a really big thing here, and it's very cheap. You'll see them selling it. They'll wind it up to take the peel off and sell it for like 67 cents.
Yeah.
So.
They sure are ugly fruit, though.
I know.
All bumpy.
And then we have the granadilla,
which my classmates like to call elephant mucus.
All right, I have to crack this one open,
Please do.
I'll just say
show the horrors that are inside. I am personally quite against this fruit.
No, this fruit is delicious. Haley's not going to taste it. It's totally fine.
I can't stand the texture.
She can't do the texture. It does have a weird texture. This is the weirdest.
But it's a weird texture surrounded by little seeds. So you have to move your tongue around to get the texture off the seed. I can't.
Are you guys ready? Okay. You push your thumb in. Crack it. Okay, and this is where it gets weird. Are you turning away?
I don't.
Look at that. Now this feels like a cotton ball on the inside. It's just and you can just peel this off like a cotton ball. Now, I was explaining to Haley that even if you don't like something, you can add it to a smoothie and get your nutrients in. You're not gonna. I've added this to my smoothies all the time. It doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, it doesn't have a taste. That's the thing. If it had a taste that I liked, I could probably get over the texture, but it doesn't have a single taste.
Okay, you guys ready? I'm revealing the middle. It must be really popular here too because it's sold everywhere.
Again, elephant mucus.
Yeah, there you go. So, whoops. Now,
should I bring it up close to the camera so you can see how gross and alien-like it is?
Go ahead and take it.
Very, it's just a bunch of like, I don't know, slime-covered seeds. I don't get it.
Yeah,
and then there's like little.
That's what it sticks to before you open
things,
it. Yeah. So I thought it was weird, but we tried it and we do like it. Haley has to rinse her hand off. She's like,
it's gross.
She's
gross.
done.
I can't.
So I can do it. I like it, and I'm gonna take a big old spoonful here.
But I don't know what you do with the seeds. Do you just eat? Eat them?
It's really good.
I don't get it.
It has great flavor.
I'm glad you enjoy it, but I don't get it.
It does have great flavor though, but it's not super sweet. It's almost kind of citrusy, like an orange. I taste an orange flavor, but yeah, the texture itself is going to put some people off. So, all right, next up, Haley got
too many of those.
Oh yeah, so I got I got 4 granadilla to add to my smoothies, and I think it would be a great addition to juice. I guarantee you if I made Haley some juice, it would be in there. She wouldn't even know.
I would be so down with that if it weren't for the texture.
So, but she might try it in the juice.
You guys will never guess what these are. Ever.
Say it in Spanish, in Espanol.
Aguacates.
Aguacates is, in English,
avocados.
Yes, and these are not GMO. They are not modified. They grow like this.
We are in Avocado Central here, and this happens.
Yeah. And they have the smaller ones there, but why? Why would you buy the small one when this is cheap? Again, this is included with the $23 for all of this stuff, and this aguacate, one is party. Like one would make guacamole for my whole family. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do when it gets ripe enough. Now, I have noticed with these, the ripeness is they don't turn black like the other ones. You just have to feel it, go by feel. When it gets soft to the touch, it's ready to go. So I have sadly not been eating a lot of avocados since I've been here, and I love them. I know, like at a restaurant.
Colombia.
I know, isn't that strange? But now I'm committed to 1 avocado a day, every day. Because especially if you're doing any kind of cleanse, or you are, trying to keep your weight down, but you need something that's satisfying, that's why God made these, okay? Because they are very soul satisfying. A good avocado, dice it up with some cucumber and tomato, add some fresh herbs.
Or in my case, put it in a smoothie because I can't stand this texture either.
Oh, well, see, she's killing my vibe.
I'm sorry.
But you don't eat them at all?
No, I like to, and I like guacamole, and I like that, but I can't just eat it alone because the oily, fatty texture I can't. I don't like.
Okay, and that's true for a lot of people, but you still do it in guacamole, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. There's different ways to enjoy.
I like the flavor, but I like avocado on toast or whatever. I'm
like people get into that. But you know what? You can jazz up your guacamole by adding the cucumber and tomato and the fresh herbs and lime. You can do that and just mash this down smaller and almost make this like a sauce more that coats everything.
That's awesome.
And then Haley got a big cantaloupe, which she's super excited about.
I saw it. I was very excited.
Yeah. And the last 2 things we got.
Isn't this a relatively small cantaloupe?
I think it's about average size. Do you know this isn't ready though? That's got to sit on the counter for a few days. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
you'll be able to smell it. You'll be able to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You can't smell this at all.
I forgot about that.
So if you opened it right now, it wouldn't be sweet. And that's what we were talking about. Sometimes you're eating food at the wrong time and you think it's not good.
Salt and lime
Yeah,
juice.
you could if you like that, but you said you're not into that.
Anyway,
Last
corn.
two things is corn, also called maize. Mice, which is a really big deal down here.
this is specifically maíz dulce, which is sweet corn.
Oh, is it? You didn't tell me that at the market.
I just read it. Sorry.
Oh, dulce means sweet.
Yes.
So I'm excited about this. Let me see, something for 10 minutes served with butter, al gusto. What is al gusto?
However you like.
Oh, or however you like.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take that and probably boil it, and have corn on the cob. But you could even just cut this down straight off the cob and put it in a raw salad, right? So I could also just mix that in with some green onions and red onions and, red bell pepper would be good, some fresh tomato, and I could make like a little corn salsa. If you're gonna do a corn salsa, you don't want to cook the corn because you want it to have that crunchy, a little texture to it. Yep. So highly recommend that. All right, so that is everything we got today in Colombia, and
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. I'm excited. I need a nap.
I'll just be going now.
But we really enjoyed it. La Mayorista.
La mayorista.
Good. I'm getting better.
You are.
La Mayorista. And we will be back. And I would suggest, one thing I would say to those who come and visit and want to cook or anything like that is, here, a lot of this fruit is not all 100% ripe. But what I've noticed at the grocery stores is it's ready to eat when you take it home. It doesn't last very long in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So you have to get in the habit of going to the
Specifically,
store.
like the Colombian, the Colombian fruits. You really gotta. These go bad in like.
No,
5
these
days,
have lasted. Yeah,
I would
they've
say.
lasted a good bit in my fridge.
Oh, okay.
But my typical
we kept them
rule-
out, so.
Oh no, my typical rule of thumb is I'll leave something on the counter until I think it's starting to ripen, and then transfer it to the fridge to extend the life. Now that requires some thought and some intentionality. You do have to. You spent the money on it, so your health and what you're eating should be your number one priority every day anyway. Okay, and those who don't do it suffer in other ways. But I keep it on. The only thing I never refrigerate typically is the apples, and the Zion eats a lot
That's
of
the only
those,
thing
so-
we do refrigerate.
Really?
Is apples, yeah.
No, see,
well,
like
that's
this
actually because my
needs-
dad likes eating them raw and he likes them cold.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah. So I'll transfer it to the fridge. But really, you just have to get in the habit of going to the grocery store 2 or 3 times a week. You guys go. Your mother said you guys go pretty frequently. Too.
Yeah, or we have a great delivery service.
We have great delivery here.
Yes.
I think my fans have seen me showing off my Rappi delivery. I just
Not
haven't-
sponsored by Rappi.
Right. This is not sponsored by Rappi, but sometimes it should be. And then there's Domicilios. You guys use that one?
Only when Rappi's not working.
Yeah, see, so that one is more, I think, mom and pop shops. That's what it feels like.
A little
and
bit,
Rappi
yeah.
is more for the big chains.
Yeah.
So
Like you can get Costco.
the Price Mart
Yeah, Price
delivered. Price Mart, which is like Costco, Sam's Club. Here you can get that delivered to your house.
Somehow they bring it on a motorcycle, which I don't really
I don't
understand.
understand
They
that.
make it work.
But my thing is, you can get anything you want brought to your door.
Yeah.
So
Or if it's not on the like list of things, you can say there's an option for a Rappi delivery guy. You can give him specific instructions, and he'll just go do whatever you
is
want.
that the favor? Rappi
Yeah,
favor?
yeah. Rappi, do me a favor.
Yeah,
That's
and
what it's
Rappi will
called.
bring you cash too.
Yeah.
Like if you had somebody come into your house and you had to pay them, because remember, most of us here don't have cars, and I don't think we should because they drive really crazy, and we don't understand the system.
Yeah, no.
So we need to not do that. But if you needed cash, Rappi would. I guess you pay with your credit card when you order it.
Yeah.
And then they bring you the money. So I mean.
I forgot something when I went to school one day, and my mom had Rappi come pick it up from her while she was out and bring it to my school. It was pretty great. It does wonders.
I promise you, Colombia tourism is not paying us anything, but it's just convenient. It's just an easy life here. That's just what I say. So you miss certain things back home, but there's a lot of other things that are just really easy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, be sure to comment. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to Coach Khara on YouTube so that you can keep track of my travels and whatnot as I work to build out even more of the channel, showcasing all things related to health and food and life in Colombia, etc., etc., etc. And I want to thank Haley so much for coming to the market with me, being my translator.
I want to thank you because I never would have eaten any fruit today had I not come here. So.
Don't tell me that. I'm gonna call your mother as soon as this video is
Hey, no,
over.
it's not her fault. It's my fault.
Okay, well you are 16, so it is your fault now. But now you know how to make a basic smoothie.
Yes.
Okay.
I made a smoothie yesterday. I was pretty proud of it.
Okay. All right. Good. Smoothie a day, you guys. It really does keep the doctor away. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.